Good evening. We will start in a minute. Yes, we will start in a minute. So today we are going to cover linear races, circular races, and in circular races you can come across questions like where will they meet 23rd time, 24th time, all such questions. So we will start in a minute. Let us wait for a few more people to join. You have been added to the private Telegram group. You can start posting questions there, or you can post questions in the common WhatsApp group as well. Let us start. Let us start. So, linear races, let us cover some basics. What kind of terminology is used? What kind of language is used? How races are defined? Usually, the sentence starts in this manner, or the question starts in this manner. In a 100-meter race, A can beat B by 20 meters. What does it mean? What information can I derive from this? If you imagine a race track, a straight race, linear race, if it simply says race, we imagine it as a linear race in a straight line. A and B are at the starting point. The race starts, somebody fires a bullet or some clap sound is the race starts. The moment A reaches here, we ask B to stop. We say B go, stop there. So here the gap will be 20 meters. A lot of people solve races by assuming the distance traveled will be same. No. Races are solved by equating time. Time must be same. They started together. They keep on running, they keep on running. The moment A reaches here, I ask B to stop. Because B is a slow runner, there's a gap between A and B. That is called defeating distance. So A defeated B or beats B by 20 meters in a 100-meter race. Because the time is same, speed of A is represented by distance traveled by A. Speed of B is represented by distance traveled by B. So what is the distance ratio? Distance traveled by A is 100 meters. Distance traveled by B is 80 meters. What ratio do you get? You get 5 by 4. That is also the speed ratio. Races are solved by having same time duration. A and B were given same amount of time. So with this information, with this sentence, I can derive the ratio of their distance. I can derive the ratio of their speeds. So take your time, jot this down. We'll add more concepts to this. Comment done once you've taken this down. A and B started running together. They are told to stop at the same time. So in this case, or in most of the cases, all questions are solved through equal time. When time is equal, speed and distance are directly proportional. This we have covered in TSD 1 as well. Entire lecture 1 was about proportionality and standard ratio questions. Now, what else can I derive from this? If this information is given to you, listen to the language. A travels 100 meters, B travels 80 meters. Listen to the language. The defeating distance between them is 20. So if I manipulate the race length, what if I make the race of, let us say, 120 meters? What if I change the race length to 150 meters? What if I change the race length to 80 meters? Do I have to find out the value for B? No. So you observe, from here to here, there is 20% increase. So A will beat B by 20% larger gap, 24 meters. Do you see this is 1.5 times? This is 1.5 times. So the defeating gap will also become 1.5 times. What is 1.5 times of this? 30. So if this sentence is given to you and you change the race length, this will also change by proportion. You do not have to always find distance traveled by B. Please observe. If the length is 100 meters, if I make it 80 meters, I am decreasing 20 percentages. So decrease 20 percentage on this, 20 percentage decrease, it will become 16 meters. So you can scale up or scale down the race length based upon the information given. One hint is sufficient. I told you what will happen in one race. You can modify all of this and create a new race. You can change the length of the race and accordingly change the defeating or winning distance. In a 100-meter race, A wins by 20 meters. So in 120-meter race, because the race is longer, the gap will also be longer. The race is 1.5 times from here to here. The race is 1.5 times. So gap will also be 1.5 times. You don't have to find out where is B to answer such questions. Comment done once you take it down. Good, very good. Now let me add more information to this race. If I tell you in a 100-meter race, A beats B by 20 meters, or let us say 5 seconds. What all things can you find with this information? क्या क्या पता कर सकते हो आप? This represents the race AB, starting point, ending point. When A is here, B is behind by 20 meters. Follow that language one more time. A is defeating B in two manners. One is meter wise length and also 5 seconds. That means A के निकल जाने के बाद B will take 5 seconds. Whenever you get the defeating gap in terms of these two formats, you can always be sure the speed of loser can be found by this, because B will take further what? 5 seconds for 20 meters. So 4 meter per second is the speed of B. हमेशा हारने वाले का, the person who loses, For him, you can find the speed because losing distance and losing time is given. 5 seconds B will take to cover these 20 meters. Can you find out what is the time taken by A to finish the race? Go on, try. What is the time taken by A to finish the race? With this hint, in a 100-meter race, A beats B by 20 meters or 5 seconds. How much time will A take to complete the race? So I want you to apply common sense. Please learn. For B, focus on B, 20 meters require 5 seconds. What is the complete race length? 100 meters. So can I say 100 meters will require 25 seconds for B. Total time of B is 25 seconds. And A finishes 5 minutes earlier, 5 seconds earlier. The time for A is 20 seconds. So in this manner, you can play with ratio proportion. Do I need to find their speeds? No. If time for one can be found, you can scale up and down the time for other. Why does B require these 5 seconds? क्योंकि उसको 20 meters complete करना. So 20 meters are worth 5 seconds. So 100 meters must be worth 25 seconds for B. And A has already cleared the track 5 seconds earlier. So 20 seconds A completes the race. So you can think in this manner through ratios, proportions, multiplying factors. Races are usually solved through ratios. Enough questions are there, don't worry. Copy this down. What was the question? In a 100-meter race, A beats B by 20 meters or 5 seconds. What things can you find? You can find speed of B, speed of A, time of B, time of A. You can answer everything. Comment done. Building on this, what if we have race between 3 people? So let me directly frame a question for you. You will see similar questions in exercise when we start solving. All of these are in the same race. In a 100-meter race, A beats B by 30 meters. Please observe, B beats C by 20 meters. A will beat C by how many meters? Give it a try. Take 1 minute. What difference does it make when a third person is involved in the race? क्या फर्क पड़ेगा इस बात से when third person comes into the picture? A beats B by 30 meters. B beats C by 20 meters. A will beat C by how many meters? N number of times I have asked this question in live lectures, online lectures. Almost 90% people will add these up and say, Sir, 50 meter. This is wrong, guys. This is wrong. So you do not have to always draw the race or the track to answer these things. You focus on what is being said. What this sentence means is, when A travels 100 meters in the same time, B travels 70 meters. This one. When B beats C implies B has completed 100 meters. When B completes 100 meters, C completes only 80 meters. That is the idea. This is the first hint given. This is the second hint given. The hint is between A and B, B and C. Question is between whom? The question is between A and C. Who do I need to remove? Who must be removed from the equation? B. Understand, B is the denominator here. B is the numerator here. So you multiply both. See what happens. B does not matter. B gets cancelled. So in all such questions, now because A has to complete the race, never change this value. A ke samne there has to be 100. Never change that. Anything else you cancel. 56. What this means is, the meaning of this ratio is the amount of time in which A completes 100 meters, C will complete 56 meters. So what is the gap? 44 meters. So A will beat C by 44 meters. A will beat C by 44 meters. Copy this down, jot this down. I'll give you more ways to visualize. Comment done. Whenever 3 people are given, you will always have comparison between 2 people. You will have to cancel one of them. Could you have solved it through all 3? Yes, there's a possibility. You could have found out the individual distance of A, B, and C, and through scaling you could answer. I'll teach you that as well. Now, what is another way to look at this? Again, it will take you some time to understand what I'm doing here. Language पे ध्यान देना. In a 100-meter race, A is below B by 30%. And in the 100-meter race, C is below B by 20%. So it is called successive change. A plus B plus A into B upon 100. ये थोड़ा नया होगा. Usually you will not see this method in books. Minus 50 plus 6 is minus 44. So A से 44% पीछे है B. What is 44% of 100? 44 meters. This is percentage approach. It will only work when the race is 100 meters, or you convert it into 100 meters and solve. A very beautiful, very effective method. 2 steps में आपका आंसर आ जाएगा in this particular approach. But you must be comfortable with successive change. ये पता होना चाहिए. You must know this. B is 30% below A. C is 20% below B. So by what percentage is C below A? So it becomes a successive percentage problem. You will not find this kind of thinking in books and videos. Most people don't think like this. Now, one method that I want you guys to learn is the lead lag method. Same question, let me try. Because in last few years, there were two questions on races in which the track length was missing. Track length was not given. It becomes very difficult to work with. So observe the lead lag method. Same question I'm solving. In a 100-meter race, please listen to this. A beats B by 30 meters. B beats C by 20 meters. So A will beat C by how many meters? What this sentence means is, please understand, what this sentence means is A has to run 100 meters to get a lead of 30 on whom? On B. What this sentence means is B must run 100 meters to get a lead of 20 on C. What this means is, let me visualize this. A is here, B is here, 30 meters. B is here, C is here, 20 meters. I want to understand, when B is here, how far is C? If I can answer this, I can compare A and C. So listen to the language. This sentence tells me B has to run 70 meters to gain 20 meters on C. When B is here, how many meters has B run? B has ran so far 70 meters. So how can you make this 70? Multiply 0.7. So B has run 70 meters. You multiply 0.7 here. So when B has run 70 meters, how much lead will he get? 14 meters. So B has a 14-meter lead. So what is the gap here between AC? That's your answer. Write it down. What is the lead lag method? You visualize B will have to run 100 meters to lead 20 meters, to gain 20 meters. So if B has traveled 70 meters, 70 meters is what? 70%. 70%. So lead will also be 70%. Do you remember? On the first slide, I was teaching you this scaling approach. This was the reason. So you can understand the lead and lag method. When B travels 70 meters, B will lead by 14 meters. So B is 14 meters ahead of C. So what is the gap between AC? 30 meters already there plus 14. That is 44 meters. Lead lag approach. This kind of thinking is very useful for complex questions. लिखो इसको, we'll see more questions. Basics of linear races done. बाकी कोई difficult question आता है races से नहीं बनता है, तो we go back to TSD approach. We know the equations approach. We know how to create equations. We go back to that. Comment done. You want me to repeat that part? Okay. Okay. देखो सुनो. It simply means whenever B travels 100 meters, he will lead by 20 meters. So when B is traveling less, the lead will also be less. If B travels more, the lead will also be more. Right now, when A finishes the race, B has traveled 70 meters. What is 70 meters? 70%. 70%. So if that is 70%, here 70% will be 14. So when B travels 70 meters, he is 40 meters, 14 meters ahead of C. So AC is 44 meters. Comment done. Sure. Let us try a few questions. Circular races we'll come back to in theory, don't worry. Try. Take 1 minute, not more. Very simple question. Solve. In a 1,000-meter race, Aman beats Baman by 40 meters. Baman beats Chaman by 25 meters. By how many meters will Aman beat Chaman in the same race? Start. Don't even draw the line. Don't even draw the line. Go directly for ratios. Comment your answers. So what is being said? A has traveled 1,000 meters. B has traveled 40 less. 40 less is 960. What does second statement mean? B has traveled 1,000. Until the race is over, you cannot measure defeating distance. B has traveled 1,000 meter and C is 25 meters behind. 25 meters behind is 975. What do you want? A race between Aman and Chaman. So multiply these two. Now, because A will anyway complete the race, A has to complete the race. Never cancel the length of the track. Leave it there, 1,000. बाकी सब cancel कर दो. This is cancelled. This is cancelled. This is 25 into 4. This is 25 into 3. 75, 7, 5, 225. 225, 9 times. This is cancelled 24 times. So I need to multiply 24 into 39. I do not know how to do that. 24 into 40 minus 1. 960 minus 24. That is 6 here. 936. So by how many meters does A beat C? 64 meters. 64 meters. That is your answer. 64 meters. A race between three individuals. You form ratio A by B. You form ratio B by C, multiply both and cancel value of B. A beats C by 64 meters. A beats B by 24 meters in 120-meter race. B beats C by 36 meters in the same race. By what distance will A beat C? Be careful. In 150-meter race. I need to convert the race into 150 meters. These two hints are 120-meter race. The question is 150 meters. So one small addition. Solve. You have 1 minute. Same approach. Solve. Comment your answers. Comment your answers. So let us focus on the race itself. And you don't have to write A, B, C, D every time. We know the first comparison is between A, B. Second, is between B, C. And I'm going to multiply. So directly A upon C is equal to 120 upon 96. Done. 120 upon 120 minus 30 is 90. 90 minus 6, 84. Now, what do I want? I want 150-meter race. Either I can achieve it right now or I can do it at the end. Let us do it at the end. Cancel whatever is possible for you. This is 24 into 5. This is 24 into 4. This is 4 into 30. This is 6 into 5. This is 6 into 14. So A upon C is 25 by 40. In a 25-meter race, A beats C by, what is the gap? 11 meters. 11 meters. If this is the race, this is the defeating distance. I want the race to be 150 meters. How can we convert this into 150? Multiply 6. When you make the race 6 times longer, 6 गुना कर दोगे race को. So defeating length will also become 6 times. That should give you your answer. Observe, learn these things. Confirm once you understand, once you are able to keep up with this. Because there is going to be a new race, I cancelled everything. Agar 120 meter ka race hota, I would not have cancelled this. But race is going to change, so cancel kar diya. So A will beat C by 66 meters. So these kind of questions can be a small part of a larger question. Chalo. Please observe. In a 2000-meter race, P beats Q by 200 meters. Q beats R, please observe, by 50 meters in a 500-meter race. P beats R by 30 seconds in a 2000-meter race. How long will Q take to travel the distance? 3000 meters. A new element has been added. अभी तक एक भी बार you did not see the value of time. Start. I'll give you 2 minutes for this. Start. Comment your answers. Observe. The first race is 2000 meters, PQ. The race between PR is also 2000 meters. क्या खेल खेल रहे हैं? What difference is being made here? This race between Q and R is 500 meters. Is there a way for me to convert this into a 2000-meter race? 4 times. I will multiply this by 4. I will multiply this also by 4. So now all races are 2000 meters. Let us observe. P beats Q by 200. That means P upon Q, the distance ratio would be 2000 upon 1800. 200 मीटर से हराया. Q and R. Q covers 2000. Q covers 2000 and R loses by 200 meters, so R travels 1800. Can I combine both? P upon Q into Q upon R gives me P upon R, which will be 2000 into 2000 divided by, please observe, 1800 into 1800. Now I will not cancel this. क्यों? क्योंकि 2000 मीटर का तो रेस है ना between P and R. I will not cancel this. बाकी से बता दो. 0, 0, 0, 0 gone. One more 0 gone. This is 9 times. So numerator is 2000 and denominator is 0. What is 9 into 8? 72 carried over 7. 1620. Listen to the language carefully. What is the distance by which P defeats R? The difference of these two, which is 380 meters. 380 meters. Now, these 380 meters are covered by R. Do you remember? Whenever the defeating distance is given and defeating time is given, किसका speed मिलता है? Speed of R. Speed of R will be 380 upon 60. 30 बोला है, 380 upon 30. कुछ नहीं करना आपको. Hold on. Don't divide. Don't create deliberate decimal. Decimal जानबूझ के नहीं बनाने. Don't do that to yourself. 380 upon 30. 0 टान हटा दो. 38 upon 3. अब ये क्या चीज है? What is this? दिस इज द डिस्टेंस रेशो, ऑल्सो द स्पीड रेशो. किनका स्पीड रेशो है वो? Q एंड R का. प्लीज ऑब्जर्व. स्पीड ऑफ Q अपॉन, लेट मी रिमूव माई सेल्फ फ्रॉम द स्क्रीन, तो आपको दिखेगा नहीं वंस इट कम्स हियर. सो हियर यू ऑब्जर्व स्पीड ऑफ Q अपॉन स्पीड ऑफ R. क्या है ये? व्हाट इज दिस? 10/9. वहीं पे हमारे पास है ना स्पीड ऑफ R, तो है हमारे पास 38/3. हमें क्या चाहिए? स्पीड ऑफ Q. इसको क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. आई एम राइटिंग इट हियर. स्पीड ऑफ Q इज इक्वल टू, दिस गोज अबव, 380/27. अब डेसिमल आ रहा है. व्हाट कैन वी से? हमारा क्या क्वेश्चन था? व्हाट वाज द क्वेश्चन? व्हाट टाइम विल Q टेक टू ट्रेवल 3000 मीटर्स. अगर आपको टाइम निकालना है Q का, so divide 3000 meters by the speed. अब आएंगे डेसिमल खूब सारे. that is perfectly fine. use a calculator. क्यों दिया एग्जाम में? so it will turn into 3000 into 37 divided by 380. so roughly 292 seconds आएंगे. 292 seconds will be there. so it's a very elaborate question. people will say क्या रेसेस में क्या रखा है? see, by introducing a new element of time, we can complicate the language and the question. Please observe, take your time. आपको 2 मिनट लगेगा in copying this. Do that. Take 2 minutes. First thing is standard. You compare PQ, you compare QR. By combining both, you get PR. So you get the distance traveled by P and distance traveled by R. तो इससे पता पड़ गया how much is the gap between P and R. 380 meters. तो ये 380 meters भागने में R will take 30 seconds. तो R का speed मिल गया. Once you have the speed of R, you have the speed of Q. Once you have the speed of Q, you can find out the time taken by Q to complete 3000 meters. Comment once you have understood this. This is cat-like. This is cat-like. By adding one more information, we made it slightly difficult. This is cat-like. Comment done. Moving on. Clear है ये? Sure. So now question on Karan Arjun. It's a very old CAT question. It's there to clarify one good concept. Take 2 minutes, just read the question, draw the line, how will you represent, and then I'll solve for you. I'll solve. Read. Karan Arjun ran a 100-meter race in which Karan beats Arjun by 10 meters. Karan beats Arjun by 10 meters. To do a favor to Arjun, Karan starts 10 meters behind the starting line in second 100-meter race. तो एक रेस का रिजल्ट इज नोन टू यू, वन रिजल्ट इज नोन टू यू. नाउ समथिंग न्यू, अ न्यू रेस इज हैपनिंग बिटवीन देम. They both run at their earlier speeds. Which of the following is true in connection with the second race? तो second race में क्या होगा? Karan and Arjun will reach finish line simultaneously. Arjun beats Karan by 10 meters. Arjun beats Karan by 11 meters. Karan beats Arjun by 1 meter. First part is very straightforward. What it means is Karan Arjun start the race. Karan beats Arjun by 10 meters. What was the length of the race? 100 meters. So this tells me distance traveled by Karan is 100 meters. In same time, distance traveled by Arjun is 90. So I can create a ratio of their distances 10 by 9. Now Karan is the Danveer fellow. Karan likes to help others. Karan says, because I won the race by 10 meters, let us do another race. You stay there. For you, the race is 100 meters. But where does Karan start? Karan starts 10 meters behind the starting line. So Karan says, I will run 10 meters more. What is the race for Karan? The race for Karan is 110 meters. What is the race for Arjun? It is 100 meters. Now what will happen? They will finish the race together. Arjun will win by 10 meters. Arjun will win by 11 meters. Karan will win by 1 meter. What will happen? So see, basically I am saying find out the location of Arjun when Karan completes 110 meters. To make it 110, I need to multiply 11. और ये रेशो चेंज नहीं होगा. This ratio will not change because it is ratio of their speeds and distances. So you multiply 11 here also. What that implies is Karan ने अपना race complete कर दिया. Arjun had a race of 100 meters or track of 100 meters. How much could Arjun finish? Arjun could finish 99 meters. So Arjun loses by 1 meter or Karan wins by 1 meter. This is the answer. Notice this is the CAT question and it comes down to a single ratio, a single calculation. Understanding the problem here is more important. What is being said? A new race is there. In that new race, where is A? A is at the normal point. Arjun is at the normal starting point. Arjun has 100 meters in front of him. Karan says, I will go behind the starting line by 10 meters. For Karan, the race becomes 110 meters. So what you do is from the first race, you get their speed ratio, distance ratio. It will never change. Now you want Karan to finish 110 meters. So you multiply 11 and you multiply 11 here as well. क्योंकि ratio change नहीं होगा. So Karan completes 100 meters, 110 meters. Karan completes 110 meters. And Arjun completes only 99 meters. So Arjun loses by 1 meter or Karan wins by 1 meter. This is the past CAT question. So this is a question based upon the previous question. If Karan decides to run X meters in the reverse direction, at the start of the race and runs x plus 100 meters in the forward direction to finish the race at the same time as Arjun. Find x. क्या बोल रहे हैं ये? What is being said? ये नया क्या माजरा बना रहे हैं? What happened in the first race? Karan finishes the race. Arjun is 10 meters behind. Abhi, listen to the language. This is the first race. This is the new race. Here, Karan says what? Karan runs in the reverse direction. Karan runs in the reverse direction by x meters. And then runs forward x plus 100. And they finish the race together. ये question है. Karan goes back by k meters and then comes forward by x plus 100 meters to finish the race together with Arjun. अब थोड़ा सा लॉजिक लगाओ. What hint do we get from the first race? When Karan travels 100 meters, Arjun travels 90 meters. थोड़ा ध्यान से. Now focus only on the person whose information you have. किसका information है? Arjun. Arjun कितना रेस भाग रहा है? Arjun is completing 100 meters. तो see, how can I convert this into 100? इसको 100 कैसे बनाए? Can I multiply 100 upon 90? If I multiply 100 upon 90, this becomes 100. I will have to multiply here 100 upon 90. You will need a calculator for this. It is perfectly okay. 100 into 100 upon 90. ये क्या हो जाएगा? Let me observe. 100 into 100 by 90. That is 111.11. इतना distance भागा करण ने. Listen to the language. The amount of time Arjun will take to complete this. The amount of time Arjun will take to complete this. In the same amount of time, in that much amount of time, Karan has traveled 111.11 meters. Can I say this will mean reverse जाने का x और आगे आने का x plus 100. So what distance has Karan traveled? 2x plus 100. What is 2x? 100 minus कर दो. 11.11. What is x? 5.05 or 5.55. 5.55. ये पूछा था ना, what is x? X is equal to 5.55. Take your time, copy this down. Now why am I equating Arjun का value to 100? Because उसका reference पता है. Arjun has completed the race of 100 meters. Arjun का distance you and I already know. Arjun को equate कर दिया. From there I found the hint of Karan. Karan, how much is the distance traveled? X direction reverse, x plus 100 forward. तो total distance of Karan is 2x plus 100. तो वहां से 100 माइनस करके x का वैल्यू मिल गया हमें. Moving on, is this clear to everyone? Sure. Let us build upon this और build up करते हैं इस पे. Three runners A, B, and C run a race with runner A finishing 12 meters ahead of B and 18 meters ahead of runner C. While runner B finishes 8 meters ahead of runner C, each runner travels entire distance at a constant speed. What is the length of the race? What is the length of the race? So give it a try. This is the question I was telling you about, in which the length of track is hidden. They do not tell you that, and you have to solve it and find the length of track. One way to solve it is by going through options. One by one, you assume one of these is the answer. In that case, if last is the answer, you would have wasted a lot of time. What if there is an option called as none of these? Becomes difficult. So there are three ways I can solve this question in. First one is pure equation. I do not know what is the length of the race. Call it X. So what does this sentence mean? A finishes 12 meters ahead of B. So A completes X meters, B completes X minus 12. And 18 meters ahead of C. C से आगे है 18 meters. Who? A. A is ahead of C by 18 meters. A completes the race and is 18 meters ahead of C. While B finishes 8 meters ahead of C. So please observe, please learn this part. Look at this ratio, A upon B. Look at this ratio, B upon C. By multiplying these two, can I create A upon C? Yes. देखो आप, A upon B into B upon C is nothing but A upon C. So multiply first and the last, X upon X minus 12 into X upon X minus 8 should be equal to the middle value, X upon X minus 18. बिल्कुल डरना नहीं है, simple equations हैं, solve. I can cancel X. अब ये क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई होगा, this will cross multiply here, X into X minus 18, and these two will multiply on the other side. Calculation से नहीं डरना है. So solve this. I'm solving it. X square minus 18x right side में हो जाएगा x square minus 20x plus 96. देखो, as soon as you notice what is cancelled, x square is cancelled. ये 20 इधर आके पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. 20 minus 18 2x. 20 comes on this side, it will become positive ना. इक्वेशन चेंज करते हैं, प्लस हो जाएगा 96. How much is x? 48 meters. The race length is 48 meters. This is method 1 and this is the simplest method. कोई दिमाग नहीं लगाना. Assume the distance to be x. First create ratio of AB, AC, BC and then rearrange to find the value of x. Chalo. So now this was the longest method, though it is simplest. कोई दिमाग नहीं लगाना. Let me do this with diagrams. Do this diagram. What does this mean? The first sentence means when A is here, B is behind by 12 meters and C is behind by 18 meters. This is 18 meters between A and C. मतलब यहाँ कितना gap है? The gap here is 6. The gap here is 6 between B and C. That is the hint up to this point. Pehla line. Now what does second line say? When B reaches here, C is behind by 8. So here I get an idea. Listen to the language. Listen to this. From diagram 1, from here to here, from here to here, how much distance has B traveled? How much distance has B traveled? B has traveled 10 meters or B has traveled 12 meters. Comparison. I'm establishing a comparison. Comparison बना रहे हैं यहाँ पे. From this position to this position, कितना gap था यहाँ पे? 12 meters. B has completed 12 meters. What was the gap for C? The gap for C was 18 meters. अभी कितना gap है? 8. The gap was 18. The gap now is 8. So can I say in the same time, C has traveled how much? 10 meters. This is what? Speed ratio or distance ratio of B and C. ये भी तो B और C का ratio है ना? This also is the ratio between B and C. So if you solve this, अगर आप इसको solve करते हो, please observe. Cancel this 6 times, cancel this 5 times, cross multiply कर दो. 6x minus 48 is equal to 5x. इसको इधर ले आओ, इसको इधर भेज दो. X is equal to 48. This is method 2. थोड़ा अंडरस्टैंडिंग यहां पर चाहिए. We need to understand what just happened. B completes 12 meters. B completes 12 meters in the same amount of time. In the same amount of time C covers how many meters? 10 meters. तो वहां से B और C का स्पीड रेशियो मिल गया. And from there I can find the length of the race. Method 2. Comment done. अभी तीसरा मेथड भी आपको सिखा देते हैं. Let me show you third method. third method is even superior to this. Far better, the best method in fact. Recently, 2019, 2020, there was a question which by these methods will be very long. काफी लंबा सवाल है. But I cannot come back to this screen, so observe. The first framing means A and B, the gap is 12 meters. A and C, the gap is 18 meters. So gap here is 6 meters. Second sentence, the framing is B finishes the race and C is behind 8 meters. Listen to my language very carefully. Can I say here, the lead of B is 6 meters and here the lead is plus 2, 8 meters. ध्यान सुनना. Can I say B runs 12 meters to gain 2-meter lead? Listen to the language. B runs, B भागता है. Do you see 12 मीटर भागा तब तो गैप बढ़ा ना. See, the gap is 6 meters, the gap is 8 meters. 2 मीटर गैप क्यों बढ़ा? Why did it increase by 2 meters? Because B ran for 12 meters. B को 12 मीटर भागना पड़ता है to get a gap of 2, to get a lead of 2. They started together. अभी कितना लीड है? 8 का. देखो, 1 मीटर का लीड अगर लेना है तो B को भगाना पड़ेगा 6 meters. If you want 8 मीटर का लीड, 8 meters lead, B को भगाना पड़ेगा 8 times. So what is the distance traveled by B? 48 meters. What is that? That is the track length. So almost verbally you can solve with this method. Almost verbally. What you need to focus on is B has gained what? B has gained 2 meters. 2 मीटर का लीड लेने के लिए B has to run what? B has to run 12 meters. 2 मीटर का लीड के लिए he has to run 12 meters. तो 1 मीटर का लीड के लिए how much will he have to run? He will have to run 6 meters. From starting, how much lead have they created? 8 meters. So how much has B run? 6 into 8, 48 meters. Chalo, moving on. This is the fastest method available. Try this. This is the CAT question. This is the CAT question. The next one is also CAT question. Complete these. Then soon we will start with circular races. Yeah, get circular races from here. Complete the question 7. Try. in a 10-kilometer race, A, B, C, each running at uniform speed, get gold, silver, and bronze medals respectively. A beats B by 1 kilometer, B beats C by 1 kilometers. Then how many meters does A beat C by? So the race is between A, B, and C. Again, we have done 3 questions like this. A travels 10 kilometers. B travels how many kilometers? 9. B travels 10 kilometers. C travels 9. So what about A and C? A upon C will be 10 into 10 upon 9 into 9. 100 upon 81. So the question is, by how many meters does A beat C? अभी meters में करना है इसको आपको, तो you will have to convert the numerator denominator in kilometers. See, 100 मीटर का रेस में, do you understand 19 का मार्जिन है, तो नहीं आता मेरे को मैथ्स. 19 का मल्टीपल इधर ही की दिख रहा है, देखो. डन. In a 100 meter race, A wins by 19 meters. So what is the winning margin? What is the margin here? 19 meters. अब करते रहो उसको किलोमीटर में आगे पीछे आप. See, multiplying 100 by 100 makes it 10,000. भाई 1000 मीटर इज इक्वल टू किलोमीटर, 10 किलोमीटर हो गया. मल्टीप्लाई 100 हियर, 900 हो गया. ये आपका आंसर. Fairly straightforward CAT question. अब तक 3 questions we have done like this. A by B, B by C, some hints are given. Multiply, be done. Answer ready. Try this. In a race between 3 horses, the first beat second by 11 meters, third by 90 meters. If the second beat third by 80 meters, what was the length in meters of the race course? ये भी CAT question है जो भी आपके सामने है. And this was also old CAT question. See, in both, the length of the race is being asked. Here also, what is the length of race course in meters? So questions do repeat. Many questions repeat almost every year. A small difference in values is there, or a small difference in language is there. Otherwise, linear race में आप कितना ही क्वेश्चन क्रिएट करोगे. Take a minute, solve, give me answer. I will suggest you use the third method. That is the best method available. See, I'm naming these horses A, B, C. First horse is A, second horse is B, and third horse is C. Up to this point, what do I know? A has finished the race. B is 11 meters behind. And the third horse, C is how much behind? 90 meters behind. So what is the gap between third and second? 79 meters. 79 meters. What does the second hint mean? When second horse completes the race, it beats the third horse by how many meters? 80 meters. So follow this language. From here to here, from 79 to 80, what is the gain? Gain in lead. The gain in lead is 1. एक का gain है. To achieve that gain, B को कितना भागना पड़ा? B has to run 11 meters. So from the beginning, how many meters lead has B got? B has got a lead of 80. To get a lead of 80, how much must B have run earlier? 880 meters. There is your answer. The race length is 880 meters. And understand, you answer this in 2 steps. Diagram nahi banana hai. Without that also you can answer this. So this is how good methods are created. People like I go and appear exams. They observe some pattern. They see it can be applied into high stress situation in newer questions, and we share those with you. Lead lag method. Comment done. So we could start now with theory of circular races. Chalo. So let me cover theory of linear and circular races. Circular races now. Let us spend 5-6 minutes on this. Very easy theory. You don't have to worry about huge calculation. Simple concepts. So if I assume there is a circle, this is a circular track. The length of the track, not radius, length of the track is, let us say, 600 meters. Let us assume that. There's a racer A here. There's a racer A here. There's a racer B also. There's a camera focused here. There's a camera focused here, not moving. The camera is fixed. If I tell you the speed of person A, let us say, is 15 meters per second. Speed of person B, let us say, is 25 meters per second. Let us assume that. Nothing wrong in this. I'm not telling you right side or left side. I'm not telling you that. How much time will A take to complete one circle? What is the length of the track? 600 meters. What is the speed of A? 15. कर दो divide. 15 into 4 is 60. So 40 seconds will be required for A to complete one round. That is called one lap. How much time will B take to complete the same thing? 600 upon 25. Whenever you cancel 100 by 25, you get 4. So in 24 seconds, B will complete 1 lap. Now listen to this. Whether they go right or they go left, I'm not concerned. If I say they are both starting at time 0, T0 they start at. So when will I see A here? I will see A after 40 seconds. If A continues to run, I will see A again in 80 seconds, 120 seconds, 160 seconds. So I will always see A after a multiple of 40. There's a camera here. The camera will capture A after 40, 40, 40, 40 seconds gap. When will I see B here? If they start together, direction does not matter. मेरे को starting point पे camera चाहिए. I will see B here in 24 seconds, 48 seconds, 72 seconds, 96 seconds, 120 seconds, 144 seconds. So when will I see them together? When will I see them together? In 120 seconds. This is 120. Now, language पे ध्यान देना. Whenever the question is A and B meet at starting point, whenever the question is meet at starting point, whenever the question is they meet at starting point, in all such cases, you have to find out the LCM of time taken by A and time taken by B to complete 1 lap. Direction does not matter. अब B right जाए चाहे B left जाए, B will be always visible at 24 second, 48 second, 72 second, 96 second and 120 seconds. You want them to meet at starting point. हमेशा starting point पे मिलवाना है. Always take the LCM of time of 1 lap. What is LCM of 24 and 40? Let us say sir हमको LCM लेने नहीं आता. So how do you take LCM? See, observe, learn these tricks. Again, नहीं मिलेगा book में. Take a ratio. This is 8 into 3. This is 8 into 5. Now cross multiply. Any one value. Take this value and cross multiply. 3 into 40, 120. That is the LCM. This is called ratio method of finding LCM. You will not easily find this method in books. But लिखो इसको, सीखो. So in 120 seconds, you will see them at the starting point. Always, in all such questions, you want them at the starting point, take the LCM. Good, good. Now, what are the small variations? क्या changes आ सकते हैं? Let me create both side by side. See. Again, the track is 600 meters long. A is going to the right side with speed of, let us take 15 meter per second. 15 meter per second. A goes right side and B goes left side, 25 meters per second. When will they meet for the first time? So does it make you feel A right side जा रहा है and B is coming left side, and together, see, They are traveling on opposite sides. So together they must complete one circle. Wording is together. So A is going right side with 15, B is going left side with 25. So opposite side speeds are added. You want A and B to meet 600 upon 15 plus 25, 600 upon 40. So 15 seconds they will meet. I want you to observe. I want you to understand this part. Can I say as soon as A and B meet, kahin bhi mile, let us say they meet here. Let us say they meet here. A is still continuing, B is still continuing on his journey. So that looks like a new start of the race. Listen to the language. First time they will meet in 15 seconds. Second time they'll again meet after 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. If you want them to meet n times, they want to meet n times. The total time will be n into 15 seconds. This is the time for the first meet. So when people travel in opposite direction, you treat it as linear race. Together they are completing. Opposite side से इधर आ रहा है, इधर से आ रहा है. Together they are traveling at a speed of 40 to complete one circle. But what happens when they go in the same direction? Please observe. A, B, 600 meters, 15 meters per second, clockwise, घड़ी के हिसाब से clockwise, and 25 meter per second, again clockwise. Listen to the language very carefully. As soon as 1 second passes, can I say, kahin par bhi ho, wherever there is B, there is A, there will be a 10-meter gap because B runs 25 meters in 1 second. A runs 15 meters. So what is the gap? 10 meters. If I wait for one more second, abhi kidhar bhi ho, wherever they are, the gap will be 20 meters. If I wait for one more second, the gap between A and B will be 30. With every second, the gap increases by 10, 10, 10, 10. Can I say, now I'm not saying what round it is. It could be first round, second round, third round. So B, this is A, this is A. B will move so much ahead. B will move so much ahead, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, that B is about to overtake A. Follow the language. B is about to overtake A. So can I say B has traveled one circle extra? Listen to the language. B has traveled 600 meters extra. B has covered 600 meters extra than A. So in this case, B is overtaking A. So can I say, what is the extra speed of B? 10. ये 10 किधर से आया? It is 25 minus 15. How much does B need to travel extra? B needs to travel 600 extra. So what is the time required for AB to meet? 60 seconds. इसको highlight करो. Does it look like to you as you are dividing the track or length of the track by speed of B minus speed of A is equal to time of meet? So in same direction, you basically subtract the speed. But ये highlight जरूर करना. I want you to write this in bold. Highlight करके B has to travel one circle extra. I will elaborate on this in detail in coming questions. बहुत अच्छा hint है ये. B has to travel one circle extra. Here what was the hint? They have to travel one circle together. Together they have to travel one circle. तो उसमें दोनों का स्पीड ऐड होता है क्योंकि B is traveling extra, तो B का स्पीड सब्ट्रैक्ट करेगा A को. Mention this, comment done. Chalo, moving on. Now I will also cover the theory of how many points can they meet at number of meeting points that is said. But we'll wait for that. Maybe tomorrow we'll cover that in the next lecture. Let us start with some basic questions first. So here on screen, there's a problem for you. Start, take 2 minutes. Only one concept is remaining in circular races, the number of meeting points. Maybe while solving questions, I'll cover that theory for you. A and B can run one full round of a circular track in 12 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. उनका time given है, not speed, not track length. If they start simultaneously and run in the same direction, how much time will they meet for the first time? After how much time will they meet for the first time? So direction is same. Take your time, take 2 minutes, comment your answers. Could be in minutes, could be in seconds. Both answers are fine. So what is being done here? The question is hiding from you track length. If you know the track length, you will know their speeds. If I imagine, see, because it's a circular race, if I imagine a circle, never start with the radius. Radius like क्या करोगे? The complete length of the track, let us say, is x meters. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, x meters it is. Can I say A completes the race in 12 minutes? So speed of A is distance upon time. Speed of B is distance upon time. We have seen few minutes back, when they go in same direction, the time required to meet is what? Length of the track divided by speed of A and B का gap. So what is length of the track? X. ये A का speed है, x upon 12. This is B का speed, x upon 20. Gap चाहिए अपने को. You observe, x is common, x can be cancelled. ये आ जाएगा ऊपर 20 minus 12 upon 20 into 12 ऐसा. And the next step will be your answer. 20 into 12 upon 8. 4 into 3, 4 into 2, 2 into 10. So please verify my calculations. So in 30 minutes, they will meet for the first time. That was the question. Same direction, speeds are subtracted. Now this is Aam Zindagi. This is a normal method for a normal day. But if you are trying to crack cat, you need to have better methods. Can I not say they are traveling same distance, same distance? So the time ratio and speed ratio are inverse. थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना. They are inverse. So here, what is the time ratio? Time ratio is 12/20, which is 4 into 3, 4 into 5. So what is the speed ratio? 5/3. अब सुनना अच्छे से. The person whose speed is 5 is completing circle in 12. So circle must be 5 into 12. Circle must, because the person's speed is 5, the person is completing circle in 12. So that must be 5 into 12. This leads me to the difference here. The difference here. The speed difference is 2. So the time required should be circular track upon speed difference. Do you see the answer here also is 30? What have I done? I have combined ratios with races. This part brings down everything down to one step. Excuse me. Complete this. Method 2 is very good method. Complete this. This is common sense. This is simple method. But lamba hai. Done with this? Chalo. What should be the length of the race if it is run on a track of 500 meters and it should end exactly on the fifth meeting of A and B, both of whom run clockwise with the speed of 15 and 25 meters per second. So slow down. We do not know what is length of the race. What is the total distance they need to cover to complete the race? But what hint is given to us? Please observe. Their speeds are given to us and we know the track length. What is the track length? 500 meters. So can I say A and B will meet when 500 meters are traveled extra by B? क्योंकि direction same है, direction is same, B is the faster one, so B will travel extra. So 25 minus 15. So 500 upon 10. So their first meeting happens in 50 seconds. First meeting happens in 50 seconds. So what do we want? we want fifth meeting. The first meeting is in 50 seconds. So their fifth meeting will happen in 250 seconds. So out of these, this is the one who is going to win the race. How much distance has been traveled by B? Total distance traveled by B is क्योंकि 25 का speed है and he has been traveling for 250 seconds. So 6250 meters is the race. See, we talked about this. एक बार मिलने का टाइम मिल जाए. Once you find out the time required to win one time, you double that, दो बार मिलेंगे. You triple that, 3 times they'll meet. So we are saying 50 seconds they meet for the first time. The fifth meeting will happen in 250 seconds. So B is the one completing the race. B आगे चल रहा है. B is the one completing the race. So 25 into 250. ये B का speed है. Speed into time is equal to distance. So B has traveled 6250 meters. So that is the distance of the race or length of the race. Any doubts in this? Moving on. This one we just now solved. It's a repetition. Yes, it's the same question. Read it. Let's skip it. A and B start from same point on a circular track and walk in opposite direction till they both arrive together at the starting point. A completes one round in 224 seconds and B in 364 seconds. How many times will A have passed B? How many times will A have passed B? When will the race end? It does not say one round, two round, three round. The race will end when both of them arrive at the starting point. They both must be at the starting point together for the race to end. So take 2 minutes, take 3 minutes. See, these are all variations of circular races. So you can approach this question, solve this question in 3 to 4 steps if you apply common sense. Forget the direction of travel. Forget the direction of travel. For people to meet at starting point, do you remember? If I want two people to meet here, I want them to meet at starting point. What I need to do is I need to find out LCM of their individual times. It is given to you directly. You try to relate with what is given and what is asked. A का time taken is 224 seconds. B का time taken is 330, 360, 364 seconds. Now please observe. Please observe. To take LCM, I will first create ratio. जो cancel कर सकते हो कर दो. It appears to me this is a multiple of 4 maybe. Yes, this is a multiple of 4. 5 times 26. This is a multiple of 4. 91 times. Do you see any other multiple? This is 7 into 8 and this is 7 into 13. Now I cannot cancel any further. So what is the time? What is that time? That is 8 into 364. In this much amount of time, they will meet here for the first time. Now, what is the question? The question is, how many times A and B have met? Now, do you remember? Do you remember? Because they are traveling the same circle, same distance, same distance. ये लिखा है ना, ये उनका time का ratio है. 224 is the time, 336 is the time. So what can I say? Reversal. This is ratio of time. This is ratio of time. What will be ratio of speed? Ratio of speed will be 13:8. ये speed का ratio है. So how can I assume the track ka length? Track length will be this multiplied by this. 224 into 13 is the track length. What is the gap between them? The gap between them is 5. Listen to the language. Itna time mein. This is the time required for first meet. Direction opposite ka hai na? Opposite direction. This is the time required for first meet. The question is, ये टाइम आते आते कितनी बार मिलेंगे? डू यू रिमेंबर? अगर 20 सेकेंड में एक बार मिलते हैं तो 5 बार कब मिलेंगे? इंटू 5. 10 बार कब मिलेंगे? इंटू 10. टाइम को मल्टीप्लाई करते जाओ. नाउ आई वांट टू नो 224 इंटू 13/5 में क्या मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे टू गेट 8 इंटू 364. ये बना दिया आपने, खत्म आपका सवाल. Now do you see you already cancel these? ये आप already cancel कर चुके हो. ये 13 होगा तो ये 8 होगा. So 13 8 cancel. N is equal to 5 times. They have met how many times? 5 times before they meet at the starting point. Now आंसर गलत है हमारा. यहां पर तो ए और बी 5वीं बार मिले हैं ना. दे हैव मेट 5th टाइम. ए ने पास कितनी बार किया होगा? हाउ मेनी टाइम्स वुड ए हैव क्रॉस्ड बी? पास 4 बार किया होगा. पास्ड बी. Here they are stopping. They stop here. They stop here. They did not pass here. 5वीं बार पे स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट पे दे आर मीटिंग. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स इज ए पास्ड बी? 4 टाइम्स. ये होता है बेटा कैट लेवल क्वेश्चन. This is the cat level question. Take your time, write this down. गुड गुड. ऐसा धीरे धीरे लेवल बढ़ेगा आपकी प्रिपरेशन का. आई विल स्टार्ट दिस वन मोर टाइम. मे बी दिस इज द लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर टुडे. First of all, we were told that this is the time taken by A and B to complete individual circles, which is 224 and 364. 224 and 364. अब हमसे कह दिया गया, when they meet at the starting point, you tell us something. For them to meet at starting point, I need the LCM of their times. LCM कैसे लेते हैं? रेशो लेते हैं और फिर क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई. यू क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई दिस 8 ऑन दिस साइड. 13 को मल्टीप्लाई करोगे इधर तो भी चलेगा, हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. दिस इज द टाइम टेकन फॉर देम टू मीट एट द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. टाइम टू मीट एट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. अब अभी क्या पता करना है हमें? स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट से पहले कितनी बार ए ने क्रॉस किया बी को. हाउ मेनी टाइम्स हैज ए क्रॉस बी, पास्ड बी. अब उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? वी नीड टू डिवाइड द लेंथ ऑफ द ट्रैक बाय स्पीड ए माइनस स्पीड बी. अरे माइनस क्यों कर दिया मैंने इसे? डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है ना, डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है ना. यहाँ पे माइनस क्यों किया? हमने प्लस करना चाहिए था. दिस पार्ट इज मिस्टेकन, दिस पार्ट इज ऑफ द ट्रैक. बेटा अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में स्पीड ऐड होगी कम होगी? स्पीड ऐड होगी. प्लीज ऑब्जर्व, ये साफ कर रहा हूं मैं यहां से. सो हियर व्हाट इज द ट्रैक लेंथ? मल्टीप्लाई दिस एंड मल्टीप्लाई दिस. किसी भी एक को मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. 13 into 224 is the track length. Opposite direction speeds are added. ये 21. इतना टाइम लगेगा for the first meet. First meet into n is equal to this. First meet into n is equal to this. लगाओ रेशोस, खत्म करो इसको. तो ये अपना कैंसिल हुआ था 8 and 13. So n is equal to 25. तो 21st meeting is happening. 21st meeting is happening at the starting point. तो बेटा पहले 20 टाइम्स क्रॉस कर गया ए. 20 टाइम्स, नॉट 4 and 5 टाइम्स. 20 टाइम्स क्रॉस कर गया ए. अपोजिट डायरेक्शन, व्हाट डू वी डू विद द स्पीड? वी ऐड द स्पीड. अभी सही करके इसको लिखो. Confirmation on this. Good. So I hope you learned 4 to 5 new things today. Good, good. So I'll see you tomorrow with a new topic, new session. In the next lecture of TSD, we will cover the concept of number of meeting points. Chalo, moving on.